the other day, and it's titled, I Am Who I Am, Not Who You Want Me to Be. And if God was to say, I am who I am, not who you want me to be, take it or leave it, but you will not change me. Do you try to change your husband or your wife instead of love them for who they may be? Would you say, I love you as long as you are just like me? If your wife had a list of things she liked or did not, would you try to tell her who she had to be and change how she thought? Would you tell her she must like roses if she likes sunflowers instead? Would you draw a line through that list, crossing out with marks of red? Would you tell her you must be happy with this and agree with me, dear? And when she said what you did not like, would you plug up your ears? You dare not do that with your spouse, but why do it with me? You only accept what you want and what you desire to see. Indeed, you like my compassion, you like my mercy, my loving heart, but those who accept self-denial and holiness is indeed a dying art. Carnal man wants my benefits and blessings, but shrinks in protest when I say, your behavior offends me, and I will not bless. You want my blessing and provision, but you want to keep your stubborn ways. You want to be a part of my flock, yet choose to in sin do graze. Like it or not, I am who I am. Would you prefer I was like you, O mortal man? You people of earth do lie and break your word. You often won't keep your promises, yet easily change your mind with each passing day. Yet you want me to be like you and follow your way. You want me not to be angry when you do sin. You do not want a master, but only a buddy and friend. Even a friend would give some respect and not cross boundaries with. Yet if I tell you how I feel, you're like, God, you're a stiff. Excuse you? What brazen boldness you have to say such a thing, to think that you are so kind and I am so mean. Yet look at you, human, examine your ways, consider carefully, and look. Read all you do. I read all you do, as if you were an open book. You beings of earth cheat, steal, and are unfaithful to husband and wives. You live often in grumbling and quarreling and strife. Are you a good example that any should follow? Some of you are vain, and your hearts are so hollow. You judge each other on who has more money or who looks the best, yet your standards of judging yourselves fail my test. Some of you could not be thankful or grateful to save your lives. Too many cheaters about and unfaithful to their wives. Many of you are selfish, always wanting your way, but you beg me to accept you as you lift your hands and pray. Why be like you or copy your ways? Look at the mess you all made of the earth and ruin many good things that life did grant. You rage and protest and complain and rant. I am not to blame. I am no monster. I am no villain or the one who screws everything up. So don't shake your fist as you look up. You made the mess. You chose your ways. You want to live and do things, yet you say, Lord, help me out of this mess. If you are real, pull one of your strings. When you're in trouble, why don't you figure it out? After all, you think you know better as you chart your own course and your route. Yet when you're in trouble, you say, God, if you're real, you would not have allowed all of this. Yet when I told you how to live, you threw a fit and raised up your fist. Are you now willing to listen? Now you're in a jam, or will you blame me for your own folly and accuse my character with a slam? Listen here and listen as you should. If you're willing and cooperate, I will direct you in the way that is good. Yet if you're stubborn and go your own way, you can only blame yourself for your problems and woes. That is how things are, and that is how life goes. Don't expect me to lower my standards to get you to like me better than you actually do. Your ways by nature are rotten and false. My ways are holy and true. I do not lie. I I do not fail to keep a single promise I've made. My words I keep, your words you do break. You humans are easily angered, I am slow to my wrath. You mock at what's holy, yet in time at you I will laugh. You take advantage of others for what they do have, or what you can get, yet you say that I'm bad, and you throw a big fit. Look in the mirror, take a good look. Do you like what you truly see? Are you enjoying what you see, yet you claim it's my fault and blame only me? I told you, O sons of man, what I expect. So if you make a mess of this world, it's 'cause of my commands. It's 'cause my commands for your own good have no respect. I told you, be holy and humble and do what is right. Yet I look down on all, seeing strife, anger, coveting, and evil in my sight. You do what you want with your bodies, with no thought what I say. Yet if you contract some disease from those choices, you blame me when you pray. You live as you want without thought of me. You say, enough of his rules, we want to be free. Free of me? Yet you want me to provide your needs. You are not content with what you have, but chase all your greeds. You are free to choose what you want, what you do, but you are never free to tell me I must step in and use my power to do what you say. You want me to grant your wishes when you push me out of each day. You want to go to heaven, but tell me to get out of my earth. Indeed, you are like a tree with no fruit that takes up most of the dirt. Eventually I will cut you down and throw you into the fire. The flames will consume you as a fallen log you are, 'cause you occupy my earth and push me so far. You live in my land, mortal. You pay not your rent. You do not thank me or live how I want you to. So repent, sinner, before I run you through. Turn to me and be saved. Do not stubbornly persist in your ways, for I call you to my court at the end of your day. All your life you lived on earth like a squatter, paying not your rent, but occupying my space. You beings, an ungrateful human race. So I will call you to trial and say, where's my rent? For the days I gave you were borrowed and now far spent. You say, have mercy, evict me not into hell. Yet I say, I gave you all your life to think over that well. You said, I was not real. You called me a fairy tale. But now you beg me to accept you to heaven instead of the fire of hell. I gave you time to repent and change your evil ways, but you laughed and mocked all your many years and days. Now it's my turn. I will say unto you, I put up with your mocking so long, and now I've heard enough. Out with your candle, I will on that day do snuff. You will be sent out of my earth, I will give to my own. You will weep and lament, and eternally groan.